Welcome to Titla Games YouTube channel. I'm Emma. Today I'm going to tell you how I cheated in the class president elections and how it completely ruined me. Yes, you heard that right, I cheated and got caught. It all started 2 weeks ago, when our homeroom teacher, Mrs. Anderson, walked to the front of the class and made the announcement. My heart started racing with excitement. Students, this year we'll be holding our class president elections. Any interested students can nominate themselves as candidates, she had said. At that moment, only one thought was in my head. I had to become class president. I wanted to finally be the most popular girl in school. I wanted everyone to admire me and for teachers to be proud of me. During break, I turned to my closest friend Zoe. "Zoe, I'm going to be class president," I said excitedly. Zoe looked at me with a worried expression. "Emma, you know that Alex is also going to run. He's both very popular and really smart. Plus, if Sophia runs too, it'll be tough for you." Something tightened inside me. Alex really was someone everyone loved. He was both funny and good at school. Sophia was one of the prettiest girls in school and had such charisma. "It doesn't matter," I said determinedly. "I'm definitely going to win." That night at home, I started thinking. It seemed impossible for me to win through normal means. Alex had a huge circle of friends and Sophia had her own unique appeal. Meanwhile, I was just an average student. That's when that terrible idea came to my mind. The next day at school, I started looking for an opportunity. During lunch break, when everyone was in the yard, I went back to the classroom. My heart was pounding. I approached Mrs. Anderson's desk and opened her drawer. There they were, blank ballot papers. With trembling hands, I took a bunch of ballots and hid them in my bag. "Just a few," I whispered to myself. "No one will notice." That evening in my room, I started filling out the ballots I had taken. I wrote my own name on each one, with different pens, in different handwritings. I tried to imitate writing styles I'd learned from my brother, my mom, and even from the neighbor ladies. When election day came, I was shaking with nerves. When the teacher brought the ballot box to class, it felt like my heart might stop. "Students, you may cast your votes," said Mrs. Anderson. At the first opportunity, I also dropped the fake votes from my bag into the box. No one had seen me, or so I thought. I held my breath while the votes were being counted. Every time Mrs. Anderson read my name, my heart filled with joy. Emma, Emma, Alex, Emma, Sophia, Emma. When the results were announced, more than half the class had voted for me. I had won. "Congratulations, Emma. You're our class's new president." But there was a strange expression on her face, as if she suspected something. That day I went home in happiness. I gave my family the big news, shared it on social media. Everyone was congratulating me. I felt like I was on top of the world. But this happiness only lasted 2 days. On the third day, when I went to school in the morning, the vice principal called me over. "Emma, we need to talk with you," he said in a serious tone. When I entered the principal's office, Mrs. Anderson was there too. Seeing those fake votes on the desk made my stomach turn. "Do you recognize these votes, Emma?" asked the principal. My voice wouldn't come out. My mouth was completely dry. Mrs. Anderson became suspicious after counting the votes. "Because the number of votes you received was more than the number of students in the class. When we checked the security cameras," the words were becoming blurry. My head was spinning. I had been caught. "Emma, why did you do such a thing?" asked my teacher. There was disappointment in her voice. I started crying. I'm so sorry. I just wanted everyone to like me. I wanted to be popular. That day I had to explain the situation to the whole class. The disappointed expressions on my friends' faces are still before my eyes. Even Alex, who was so kind, looked at me with disappointment. My class presidency was taken away, and Alex became the new president. That was the right thing anyway. But the hardest part was what I experienced at home. My mom and Dad was so upset. Dad had said, "Sweetheart, you weren't this kind of person. Is this what we taught you?" Now, 2 weeks later, my situation is nothing like what I wanted. My friends are distant toward me. Teachers don't trust me. And I don't like myself at all. The lesson I learned from this experience is nothing is worth losing our honesty. Compromising ourselves to be popular, to be liked, ultimately leaves us even more alone. I wish I hadn't taken those votes that day. I wish I hadn't forgotten my own values. Now I have to work very hard to regain trust. And this is much harder than winning without cheating.